I can prove to you that there was an attempt at election interference. And the way that I can prove this is I ran an experiment for 3 months leading up to the election on Facebook. Now, I run multiple different Facebook pages. I've got 25 different Facebook pages, varying follower amounts, some as much as 900,000, a million followers, and all the way down, there's some with 200,000, 250,000, and whatever. Associated groups to those pages and whatnot. I monetize them. It's what I do for a living for the most part through article websites and all that sort of stuff. But what I decided to do was, with a left-wing page that had a similar amount to a right-wing page, I decided to make them left-wing and right-wing pages. So on the left-wing page, obviously, I'm posting things that are left-wing oriented. On the right-wing page, it's right-wing oriented. And I wanted to conduct this experiment by being somewhat even in the way that I distributed information. So on the left-wing page, I would intentionally post things that I knew that were not true about left-wing things. Like I would post the horse medicine posts from the NBC News and all that sort of stuff. We know that this stuff is intentionally misleading or missing context, as the fact checks would show. None of the left-wing information ever got fact-checked at all. None of it. 0 posts got fact-checked on the left-wing. The right-wing page is where it started to get really, really interesting. And it had repercussions that I had no idea about. I had no idea they were going to hit this hard against the right-wing page. So what happened was, the right-wing page, I posted things that I knew to be true. I knew to be true, 100% true. They fact-checked 35 different posts. Some of the fact-checks, they had fact-check articles that didn't even relate to the original post whatsoever. They had messenger abuse message in Messenger and shut down my Messenger that's associated to the Meta Messenger. They shut down the page itself, blocked me from posting altogether through my personal profile and the page, stopped me from posting on every single one of my 25 pages for I think the number of days was around 29 consecutive days, and I'm still 15 days left in a ban. So as it was coming up to the election, getting closer to the election, this is when they hit me with this major ban. They had loads of different content moderations, loads of different things. Some of them actually had nothing there, so it was flagged, but I couldn't find the information that was flagged, and every time I tried to find it, it would show up with an error. Now, that's what they do coming up to an election. That's what Facebook has done, obviously. The other page, the left-wing page, not a problem. And I started to ramp it up. I was posting things that were really, really blatantly not true. Things that people were saying about Donald Trump that was just not true whatsoever. And I tried to make it as untrue as possible. Obviously, just prior to me being banned from posting on all of them, this is what I did, because I was desperately trying to get something fact-checked, and the right-wing page was getting fact-checked left and right constantly, and I was being sure of posting things that I knew to be true on this page, because I knew that the right-wing page would get hit a lot harder, and I knew that the left-wing page would be a lot more lenient. Now, for you to post true information on a right-wing page and be banned, but post only misinformation, and I mean only misinformation. I tried to match it up to make sure that I was saying what was true and then saying the untrue thing on the left-wing page. Nothing. Absolutely nothing. Now, if Facebook has a blanket policy of fact-checking, then it should be blind to ideology or to political leaning. And it was most definitely intensely leaning towards the left wing. And this is election interference, or it was attempted election interference. And I just thought I'd share that with people because I thought it was wild. I might make a lead-up video showing more intense bits of it if this video, if you guys want to see it, basically. I just thought I'd quickly share this because I've been sitting on it. Obviously there's the possibility that I would share it in a crafted video and that video would be removed anyway. So I don't know. This is kind of my test to see if I'm allowed to talk about it, but it was censored. It was like, I've got all of the documentation to prove this. I've screenshotted everything. I can see where Facebook has attempted to shut down everything. It's wild that right before the election, when things started to get desperate, they were hitting me really hard and shutting down the page, but keeping the left-wing page alive. Wild.